Hello, my name is Nick, and I'm in pain. I'm 18 years old at this point. Yay, finally an adult. When I was 17 and looking for a job, in America you don't have many options. It is either retail or fast food. It's basically your options. So a bitch did retail because young Nick got a job in retail, and I still have that job. I haven't had I have some stories. Let's not underwhelm my stories here. I've got some stories, as all people from retail do, because oh fucking boy. I will not name the chain that I work for, because I want to keep my job. I will say that is a grocery store for, I would say, the upper middle class, possibly the middle class and or millennials that think they can afford it. You can't. But nice try. When I say I work in retail, I'm kind of lying to you, but I'm not. I work in the shipping part of retail, but the shipping facility is located within the retail grocery store. So I'd say about 50% of the time, I'm not dealing with customers outside of the shipping facility, and 50% of the time, I need to go fetch shit and do people's grocery shopping, you fucking lazy twats. I have stories. Welcome to Adventures in Retail. This is less of a story and more of a rant. So I put my availability down as generally open, which when you do that for a low-paying job, they're gonna take advantage of it when they need you. They could just put me anywhere, and that gives them great joy. So sometimes I get a shift that starts before opening, which is very early in the morning. What I want to know is why the fuck people are in the store right when we open. Why are you at a grocery store on a Tuesday morning at 7 a.m.? What are you doing? Have I mentioned that I fucking hate morning people? Listen, I understand you can't help it, but I hate you. I feel like it's just flexing on me. I'm here against my will, working a job that I don't necessarily like during a time that, I want to be going to bed for the first time. And you're just walking around the store at 7 a.m. grocery shopping with a toddler. Tell your toddler to go the fuck to bed. It's 7 a.m. At the beginning of my job at this place, I would judge people that went to the store at 10 a.m. Hell, I judged people that went to the grocery and or retail store before 1 p.m. What are you doing leaving your house? Bitch, I'm barely awake on days off at that point. What are you doing? I just want to know how morning people function. How are you at the store at 10 a.m.? How are you at the store at 7 a.m.? Why? Literally fuck morning people. This could be just my anger at having a very odd circadian rhythm naturally presenting itself in the form of hatred and jealousy. How is it possible? My natural circadian rhythm wants me to go to bed at 4 a.m. and wake up at 10 a.m. and then have a small nap between 3 and 5. And then y'all bitches going to bed at 8 p.m. and waking up at 5 a.m. The fuck? Who said? Who? Well, fuck me, I guess. These bitches said fuck Nick lives. The next story and or rant, this one's also kind of a rant. People that work in guest services are my heroes. I already respect people that work on the sales floor so much, but people that directly have to deal with bitchy people constantly, wow, they willingly do that, and they're good at it. There's a reason I work in shipping in the back room. It's because I can't socialize. I have a very hard time putting sentences together sometimes because my thoughts go too fast for my mouth. And It's all too much constantly, and it's very easy for me to get overwhelmed. And therefore, even socializing properly in the back room with my coworkers when I'm running on 4 hours of sleep, it's already a difficult situation. But then I go out on the sales floor, and these people want more than small talk from me. And like, bitch, I just learned how to do small talk. I mean, I hate it, but it's the only thing I know how to respond to you with. You're a stranger to me. I can only give you a polite laugh and say, have a nice day. It's not because I hate you, it's because I can't function. I really wish I could hold conversations. I can't hold simple conversations, and that's the reason why I fail at customer service. If you want an interesting conversation with me, bring up how Mark Zuckerberg is a lizard. Then you'll get me going. Then we got it. I don't care how your kids are, Karen. I want to talk about the Zuck. Back to the point. So already, my coworkers on the sales floor are specifically there to deal with their department and people with questions in that department. So their job is already to take care of customers directly. And that's already so amazing to me because they do that for like 4 to 8 hours a day. I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you have such talent for continuing conversations and making them interesting and not sounding like you hate everyone and that you're just being sarcastic and you want them to go away. Because that's not really the case all the time with me, but my voice naturally sounds like that when I'm caught off guard. I have to put a lot of effort into socializing. Every time I socialize, all of my words, my voice fluctuations, my movements, my facial expressions, I have to like think about them. They aren't like something that come naturally. I have to like practice and think about them because it's super fucking difficult for me. But these people just do it. But guest services, they're for people that want to take things back, complain, and complain. These people work every day genuinely directly talking to customers. These folks don't even like backstock anything or like stock their department because there's nothing to stock. They're behind a desk. These people are only for talking to people. And because I do like, order pickups when I do people shopping and then they come and pick it up. Yeah, I do people shopping too. I have to pass them to get to the order pickup room where I scanning it and shit. And they're so good at what they do. And then after the people leave, they'll turn to me with a dead look on their face. And I'm like, how did they do that when they're so tired? It's so cool. I genuinely respect these people. Braver than the fucking Marines. To give you an idea of how brave these folks are, it's time for a story. I know, not a rant, but a story. Upper middle class white lady. That's the story name. So I heard this story through the grapevine. I did not witness it, but oh boy. So this lady walks into my retail chain and she walks up to the guest service desk. They expect something like she wants to return something or get an order pickup. No. What comes out of her mouth is, do you have any expired meat that I could get a discount on? Already, what? Why? I don't know what's going on here. You're very obvious that you're a baby boomer that has enough money to buy non-expired meat, but here you are. Okay. And one of my favorite guest services coworkers says, no, ma'am, I'm sorry. It's against company policy. Also, I think it's illegal. And she goes, no, it's for a homeless man outside the store right now. First of all, not only do you want to buy expired meat at a discounted price, which is against store policy and illegal, you want to give said expired meat to a homeless man. First of all, how is he going to cook it? Second of all, it's expired. Do you want to kill him? This bitch wanted to kill a homeless man, is what I'm saying. Her brain cells escaped and never came back. So my coworker is like, ma'am, we still cannot sell you expired meat. And she goes, can I see your manager? Good old manager. comes out and is like, "Ma'am, we cannot sell you expired meat." And her response is, insert store name here, hates homeless people. Bitch! I'm thinking you hate homeless people. You want to kill him. He can't even cook that shit. So, what I'm saying here is, guest services are my heroes. Because I'm fairly certain that is not the worst thing they've been through. And that scares the hell out of me. And last, but not least, for today at least. As for the retail part, I have one more, and this happened like 2 days ago. So I'm going around trying to hunt down bras that I need to send in a box to someone that didn't want to come shop for bras. And an old man stops me, and I'm like, okay, time to help a customer. I don't know what I'm doing ever, but shoot. And he's like, hey, come this way by the plates. And I'm like, hey, what's up? And he's like, just come over here. It's better that you just follow me. And I'm like, okay. So I follow this dude. His wife is by the plates. And he's pretty chill. But his wife's like, okay, I can't see shit. Neither of us can bend down to get this plate set. That's like, I'd say around 15 pounds, maybe 20. So I'm like, okay, big strong 18-year-old coming to the rescue, gonna lift up your plates. So I lift up the plates and she's like, okay, now I can see if they have the little dots on them. And I'm like, get your dots, woman. And she is like, all right, I like these plates. And I was like, oh yeah. Then she asked me the question that I hate the most, what's the quality of these plates? Ma'am, I am an 18-year-old boy working for $12 an hour at a grocery/retail establishment. When in my life have I purchased dining plates, is what I'm saying. I'm Generation Z. Millennials couldn't afford dining plates. What makes you think I can afford dining plates? But anyways, I said that a little bit condensed. I'm like, I've personally never purchased plates before. All I can tell you is that when we have to come out here and stock these aisles, this particular brand is broken from the truck process way less than other brands. Like, that was the only logical thing I could come up with. She's like, oh yes, you're so young, you would know nothing about plates. And I was like, oh shit, she's gone through some plates. Bitch knows her plates. And then it happens. She says, let me tell you something. Let me give you some advice for the young one. I was like, Jesus fucking Christ. And then she was like, listen, my cabinets only hold 10-inch plates and these are 12-inch plates. So I'm gonna put them in the pull-out drawer because the pull-out drawer can handle the 12-inch plates. Plus, we don't have to reach up high to get the 10-inch plates. And I was like, fan-fucking-tastic, lady. I'm very glad you're teaching me what diameter is and how to fit things in places. She just stood there and acted like she gave me the most wisdom she possibly could. While her husband was standing next to me like, I just want the fucking plates. Let's go home. The plates are fine, honey. Please, let's go home. And you know how I am. We've already established I can't make conversation, so I'm smiling and nodding and fake laughing. But I'm so happy I got words of wisdom on plates. Thank you, old woman with the plates. I hope you like your dotted white plates. And I hope they don't break, because then I would have been wrong. In fact, I'm not entirely sure that was the first time I was given words of wisdom from an old lady at my establishment. Although I'm pretty sure the other old ladies were my coworkers. So, you know, it really be like that. Also, to the dude that was singing Hit or Miss with his child in the toy section, I hope you know what you've done and are sorry for it. I hope you repent. God is watching, you heathen.